Hello, Sam or Claire, whichever one of you it is. For my week 7, I took the gender science test and also the sexuality test. And I took the latter just because I was interested to see whether I had any bias for or against straight or gay people. And the results of the first test surprised me a bit, while the results of the second really did not. But for the gender science test, I got that I associated men with liberal arts and women with science. And I was actually kind of pleased with this result, even though I found myself skeptical of it at the same time. Like I do think the methodology of the test could be flawed, and I found myself wondering like whether I had taken it in a certain way to lean my results towards associating women with science. But I don't know. I know I took it objectively. Like I didn't try to sway my test answers in any which way. But still, like I think even my surprised response to those results shows maybe a bias in itself. However, I think I could kind of explain that reaction away by saying I'm aware that I've been socialized to relate men with science and women with liberal arts. And so getting the opposite result of that was kind of satisfying to me. And I shouldn't be really surprised because I am a woman in STEM, and my school made it like a huge push to get young women interested in science and mathematics. Like I've been involved in a group of young women who were also interested in engineering, and we went and visited John Deere and like did activities with them, and I did STEM workshops even like with elementary school. Like I've always wanted to go into that subject, and so I don't know, it makes sense that I would associate women with STEM. And as for the sexuality one, I got that I had a slight preference towards gay people. And honestly, that wasn't really, I'm not shocked, because like most of my friends are in the LGBTQ community, and I am too, even though I'm currently in a straight relationship. So I don't know, I was kind of expecting that result. A lot of people in my family are gay, and so I don't know, plenty of my loved ones is like the people I surround myself on a daily basis. Like I'm not shocked that I have a bias for them. But as for the TED Talk, I don't know, I felt pretty empathetic towards like other women of color, just because I know representation has such a long way to go in Hollywood, and I am fortunate to never have felt the way that America Ferrera has, with feeling like she has to fit in. But I do know someone who has. Like one of my friends is a black woman, and she was just ranting to me the other day about how she never saw her hair type like represented in media ever growing up. Like always straightened hair, never like natural 4C curls, which is what she has. And she said that growing up, she grew up in like a very white, like small town, and so she always would straighten her hair, and obviously that caused a lot of damage to it over the years. And so she has started to more embrace like her natural hair. But for a long time she felt like she needed to assimilate to like that dominant white culture. And even today she still struggles with finding like hairstylists that are capable of working with her hair type. And I don't know, I felt bad for her. Like I felt like listening to her, I recognized a privilege that I had never even really considered before. Just like going to a hairdresser, because I don't know, I take it for granted. I don't have to worry about whether someone is going to be able to handle my hair type. Like, it's something that I would never even think about. And that's why I think having these conversations and listening to talks like this, and amplifying the voices of women in color are so important, because people in privilege like can recognize that that they do have these things that they don't think about that like automatically gives them advantages. And of course, like, there are other bigger things that I do realize, like, obviously not being scared for my life when I'm pulled over by a cop or whatnot. But it's the little things too that add up. And so that's just how I felt when I was listening to her. So